Hi there, YouTube. It's Valerie, or Valerie Restricted 2013. Coming to you like 2.5 weeks since my last video. I apologize for that. I try to stay consistent, but between my work schedule, my kids' sports schedule, school schedule, things like that, it just doesn't work out for me. So I'm going to try to do better at that. I don't want to make any empty promises, but I will try. So wanted to start out, I guess, with the numbers. When I started this journey, I weighed 252.4. Surgery weight was 242.2. When I came to you with my week 7 and 8 video, I was at 222.4. And this morning I weighed in at 219.8. So that's a 2.6 pound weight loss, I guess it is. And it's a little slower than I'd like it to be, but I'll take the loss. The thing that I'm struggling with, and I don't know, maybe I need to only weigh once a week, because what I'm struggling with now is I go from a loss to a gain, and I'm not quite understanding the whole thing. I know some days I make bad choices, and it might show on the scale, but I don't make bad choices all the time. And so when I get up and I see, and after I've been working out and I've been drinking tons of water and all that kind of stuff, and I see that a gain on the scale the next morning, it's very frustrating to me. So, I've said from the beginning, I didn't want the scale to be the driving force for me, but again, it provides instant gratification or an instant downer. So I would really like to see more consistent loss, and not a gain and a loss and a gain and a loss. And so I think one of the culprits, one of the reasons that I see the gain so much, is because I'm a snacker. I don't always make bad snack choices, but I don't always make good snack choices. So, after a long day, work, running my son to practice, getting home at 8, having dinner late as dinner, our dinners are always late, and then sitting down and maybe having my kids sit down and want a snack, and I'm like, oh, give me a bite of that, or something like that, or I'll grab a few potato chips, or something like that. And so I think that's a lot of the culprit, but I don't do that all the time, and so I don't know, I don't get it. My scale seems to revert back to the same number often, very often, and so I've got to break that number, which I did with the 219. I was so excited to be under 220, and so I did that, and then I was back up, and then I'm back down, and so I don't know. Very frustrating. I don't like to see they keep going up, and so I'm going to work on the snacking thing. I think that's the first place I've got to hit it, and if that doesn't work, evaluate, we'll see what happens next, why that's happening to me all the time. So anyways, last night, I know we went over to some friends. They invited us over for dinner, and she had made ham and like baked potatoes and macaroni, a homemade macaroni and cheese, things like that. Now, I had small portions, but I did have some of each, and it was very good, but I think that was probably one of my highest carb days I've had for a really long time. So, I did see a little bit of a gain this morning on the scale, and I'm sure that's why, because also my kids begged me to make caramel corn. We came back to our house and played games and stuff last night, and my kids begged me to make caramel corn, so I did, and I had a little bit of that. Again, the snacking thing. Sometimes, I don't know if it's a social thing, but sometimes, if everybody else is snacking, I feel like I want a snack, and I know it's okay to do that sometimes, but I've got to quit using that as an excuse. I have to tell myself, hey, you don't need it. It's okay. You're going to survive. You're not hungry. I don't know. The hunger thing is, I don't know if it's mental or if I really am hungry, but I have been feeling more hungry lately, and so I'm really excited. I get to go get a fill on Tuesday, hoping that the restriction will kick in after that a lot, and not having that hunger as much. So looking forward to that. Also, exercise. Let's talk exercise. I have been, first of all, I started the Sita 5K, and I've not been consistent with it. I get in once a week if I'm lucky. And, I was watching Brad and Jen on their video the other day, and Jen came on and says, running did not come with my band, and it didn't with mine either. I keep thinking I'm going to try to be more consistent and maybe try to talk myself into liking running, and I may. I don't know. But I've just got to be able to get out there and do it more often. I think that's my biggest problem. So I don't know that I'll ever be a runner. I don't know that I care to ever be a runner, but I'd like to give it a shot. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But what I have been doing is Zumba at least 2 times a week, and absolutely love it. I am not a salsa dancer. I will never claim to be a salsa dancer. There is nothing sexy or cute or anything about what I do. Don't have much rhythm. I don't know. I'm just a small town Idaho girl. And, we did country line dancing, things like that. Salsa, nah, not good for me. But what I do love is it's high energy. My instructor is amazing. Love her dearly. I get to go with my mom and my aunt and some friends of mine. We all go meet up there, have a blast. We get to laugh with each other and have fun. And before we know it, the hour's over. We come out of there sweating like pigs. And, I love it. I just love it. So where can you go wrong there? It's an exercise that I look forward to doing. And was it last Thursday? Not just this last one, the one before that. I came home and I was planning on going to Zumba, and my husband, I don't know, he wanted to do something else. And I was like, I was planning on Zumba. And he kind of looks at me like, wow, you really wanted to go? I'm like, yeah, I wanted to go. And so he's learned not to mess with my Zumba nights anymore. But I don't know. If I can keep doing that and staying loving it and staying consistent, hey, I love it. I don't know. It's just got to be good, right? It's exercise and I don't know. Anyways, if you haven't done it, try it. It's a lot of fun. Also, one of the things I have not been, I had mentioned, I think earlier, that I'm not seeing the losses on the scale like I want to see. Some of it probably due to my own fault. Some of it I don't get. I honestly don't understand it. But what I have been noticing is possibly some inches lost, because I know my pants, my clothes, everything, they're all getting looser on me. And I have to try to take that as an NSV, even though I did not track my inches from the beginning. And I really kind of wish I had. So, I don't know. I may start, I may not, I don't know, just kind of depends, but I would recommend to any of you newbies, things like that, if you aren't tracking your inches, I think you should, because I may not be seeing the losses on the scale, and I know eventually that's going to catch up, but my pants and my shirts and everything just keep getting looser and looser, and I'm not one to buy clothes all the time, so I don't really like to shop much. And maybe that's just because of the weight that I am. I don't like to go in and buy big clothes. So maybe when I get down there, I'll enjoy shopping more and go and buy things for myself a little bit more. But I think if you haven't started tracking, track it, because it's a big NSV that I don't know what it's doing, and I don't know if it's just me or what, but I know my pants and stuff are getting looser, even though I'm not seeing the drop on the scale as quickly as I'd like to see it. So anyways, I'd recommend it. Sorry, I gotta look at my notes really quick. I have been doing the Transformation Academy on Facebook. Jen Kopp, Brad and Jen, actually paid for me to go to that, and I think it's been an amazing tool. High accountability, lots of people, lots of conversation. You get to see what everybody else is struggling with or going through the day and their successes and things like that, and it's highly motivating and all that. So, I guess Go Skinnies. We're a part of the Sin City Skinnies, and that includes some of the YouTubers is Jen Kopp and Ren Saldana and Bandit Twin, and I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting, but anyways, there's quite a few more people in the Sin City Skinnies, and so we've been doing amazing. Go Skinnies. Keep it up, girls. speaking of Brad and Jen also, I am going to Florida, to Orlando, in the first week of June. And I've been conversing with Jen over Facebook messaging and things like that. And hopefully we get to meet up on Sunday to go to dinner. I'm really excited to meet her and Brad. And so we're going to try to work out the details and make sure that happens. So hopefully it does. Hopefully I'm really excited to meet you guys. So I think we'll be able to work something out. I don't know. I'm trying to think of everything. One of the things that I have noticed, and this is, I think, a good thing for me, is I've become a little more active in my kids' lives and things like that. I mean, not that I wasn't active, but participating a little bit more in the things that they're doing, you know, going out and playing baseball, throwing balls with them, you know, working at the pitching machine with them, things like that, where before I wouldn't have done that. So small steps, but we're getting there, and that was one of my goals, is to be able to live life with my family, not just be here in their lives. I want to be able to live it, and so things are looking up in that area. Quick few shout outs. Some of these guys I know I've already shouted out to before, but a few comments I got to make for them. Mandy Banded. Girl, you are my hero. You're so brave. You know, it sucks that you've been losing your hair, and I hate it, but you know what? You couldn't decide whether to shave it or not, and you've been, you know, wearing those wigs. They've been looking great, and you know, you decided to shave, and girl, I have to tell you, I could not have done that. But you rock that bald head. You have the perfect head for it. I mean, and you look so good with it. It's just, I could never have done that. And the fact that you actually took the step and did it is great. I love it. And I love watching you. Highly motivating and inspiring in everything that you do. I love the way you keep your positive attitude with everything that you do there. Even the bads and the goods, you still keep a positive outlook. And I really appreciate that, because when I struggle and stuff like, it's, you know, the motivation that you provide me is amazing. LapBand Jessie, love you, girl. One of the things, you just always make me laugh, and you always have something to say that cracks me up, and I don't know, I just love watching you. So I know Mandy and Jessie and I have a little thing in common, and it's the smoking thing. And you know, even though I don't smoke near as much as I did before I had surgery, you know, I'm still smoking, and it's not something that I wanted to do, but it's something that happened. Still trying to cut back on it and things like that, but it's really nice to have Mandy and Jessie to talk to about it. So I appreciate it, girls. Love you both dearly. Ren Saldana. If you don't watch her, you should. She's about a month or 5 weeks out, something like that, from her surgery. And I cannot believe, girl, that they would not watch your baby for you for 5 minutes to get that fill. I was so angry when I saw that. I'm like, are you serious? Besides the drive you had to do to get there and things like that, and they turned you down. So I'm glad you finally got your fill. Hope that's going good for you. And just keep it up, girl. Love watching you. You have an adorable, beautiful baby girl, a cute little family, and just keep it up. Love watching you. Shalita Pita, you crack me up. You are hilarious. I love watching your videos. You're always so high energy and full of positive things to say. And I love your little videos you do with your hubby. It's great. So keep it up. Keep going, and amazing loss in inches you've had so far, and pounds and inches both. And so love it, girl. Keep it up. Erica, Banded Twin. I don't know what else to say. There's not a lot of words to say for you, because I can't even think of the right ones to say, but you, girl, are amazing and inspiring, and I love the way that you always comment and have positive things to say to everybody in the Transformation Academy, on Facebook in general, on YouTube, all of it. You always have the right words to say to everybody. So thank you. I don't know what else to say to you. And again, Brad and Jen, love you both very much. So look forward to meeting you. Anyways, I think that's about it for me today. I will try really, really hard to do weekly videos. I can't make any promises. My kids' sports schedules and things like that just keep me crazy, and I